Paul Rayburn here. This is just an introduction on for an introductory video to cover a Shiny dashboard application that we're working on. I just want to share with our community of asset analysts and other appraisers in the industry. So I am looking to build something that we can build upon and collaborate on and help lift each other up and get into the next level of appraisal analysis. So, if you want to find out more about me, you can find me. Hang on a second here. Okay, you can find me. You can find me in the community of asset analysts here. And I've just on my website, you can find me there as well at aclearappraisal.ca. And I've got links to the George Dell's valuemetrics.info, or you can find him at georgedell.com, or you can find me on LinkedIn. It's fairly active there. And so you can reach out to me anytime in any fashion you like. So I'm just giving a very, very brief overview here, so it doesn't end up being a 45-minute brief overview, which I keep trying to keep it short, and I have a hard time with that. So what we've got here is a dashboard, a Shiny dashboard built in our studio, built on the foundations that George Dell provided from his stats graphs data science class, which gets you good start with the our program and get you connected and into the community of asset analysts, a group that has started out of that, members of that who've taken those classes. So so very quick overview. We've got a Shiny dashboard. This is an advanced appraisal analysis tool with a lot of features. So I'll just give a very quick overview, put the subject information here. We've got an overview with some data. We've got some removed data. So this is data that comes in that did not fit for whatever reason, was missing information, and we've got some, automatically populating charts and whatnot about the market. We've got some more maps and tables. So we've got tie into API. These are all property lines that come in from an API. The locations here currently are locations from the MLS data, where our MLS gives a lat and long. And we also have a tie-in from another API that will bind, and I don't have it running in this version. The next version will have it. It's already, you've got it functioning now. We just got to sort of build it into the application that will, find the correct location based on, we happen to have a data source from our tax authority and LTSA that this comes from, these property lines, but then in a separate API we tie in through with a property identifier, and it'll give us the right location, so we don't have obviously properties in the wrong location. And so let's see here. Okay, trying to keep it very brief. So we've got some basic market stats here that populate. Those you can filter down, zoom in, zoom out, turn layers on and off, whatever you want to do. We've got more market stats here. We've got more market stats, more information, all at your fingertips. It all pops up. Again, you can filter in on things, turn on the fields you want, fields you don't want. Boom. We've got I've got an option in here for analyzing tax sales, whether it occurred shortly after a listing on MLS, expired MLS, but then showed sometime after. The user selects how the time span you want to consider that for. So you may find in your market longer periods are relevant, and we'll find stuff that's sold on MLS to verify, stuff with no corresponding tax sales, the stuff that maybe did or didn't actually sell, which can be an issue in some markets. And also we're helping it to help us help our data providers find errors in or missing data in their data. So very powerful tool, putting appraisers in the right place where you ought to be, a highly valued member in the real estate market. We are and should be at the top of the field, at the top of, we have the right, we are the data, we're the independent analysts. And my goal is to help get you there and I there. If you're not already there, if you're already there, great. But there's a lot that, we can work together to build up our profession. And the technology is there. So this where we can create, I can go in, we can create custom data sets from the data. So I could zoom in a particular area, maybe not Idaho, but I could zoom in and create a market. So I can create custom markets. So if this is all one MLS area, I can create my own, and I can custom label them. I can give them custom data sets, and I give them custom field names. So I can analyze for different neighborhoods, or maybe within those, I can analyze different maybe different sides of the street. Some folks are on one side of the street and they have lake view, or they're at the other end of the street on the same side that doesn't have lake view. Those are the kind of things you can do. For more in-depth, comprehensive, complex appraisal analysis, which is where appraisers are going to be as the AVMs take up the cookie cutter files. We need to be the masters of complex appraisals, and that's what I'm focusing on. That's what I have focused on for several years. So it all follows the principles generally of George Dell's evidence-based valuation. So some of the terminology we try and keep reasonably similar. The assignment data frame, competitive market segment, the optimal information frame, market price indexed adjusted data. Lots of tools. We have similarity tables. So we've got some machine learning packages here from basic, the similarity tables, which user inputs the desired categories and provides user input weight. And then those provide a table with similarity and data all adjusted to the dates that you provide. We can provide current date or retrospective dates, and that'll adjust all the data to those dates, and then you can analyze it as applicable. We can do more complex stuff. We can do market price adjusted data for all the data. Again, appraiser's got to be wearing your appraiser hats and deciding when that is relevant, reliable, or not. And then we've got paired sales, better called repeat sales, that will be relabeled because paired sales by its traditional definition is not a repeat sale. But again, this is not a in-depth course. This is just a rough, quick overview. And so we have some paired sales analysis. We do get into some machine learning packages and some comprehensive tables. We can use varied types of trend lines. We can include land sales and improved sales. We can change display to to the logarithmic scale to help with visualization for greatly varied data sets. Sky's pretty much the limit. We have a lot of information in here. So we've got, like I say, we've got some of these AVM type packages, Cubist models, HPI models, profit models. So, again, some of them are just experimental. Some of them are just for interest. I believe in the long run, appraisers will be interacting more with this type of analysis. But it's unlimited. So we can do all kinds of customization to get you the data that you need, want, and yeah, so let's see here. So, and then the final step is going to be just all this stuff. Most of the stuff that I showed you there is totally functional, totally working. Uh, we can get it working with your data. Um, and again, we can customize anything, and there's a few more things to be included. Like, some of those APIs can get pretty powerful. What data we can start plugging into, and what sort of analysis we can be using. We can start using some generative AI for. So we'll have the report section. That's next, and will flow out of this is from the generative AI. Is some of that. Or basic machine learning and some generative AI about um, narrative sections about descriptions of the market trends that it can read from the data, and help you to get your reports written. And then this can all tie into um, a variety of options for getting this data to a client, either to a report, to a PDF report for a traditional non-lender or client or lender who's not tied into dashboards, or lenders who are using dashboard tie-ins. So that's a whole nother topic. Yeah, in closing, I think what this does for appraisers, and I didn't quite get into it in this, so I get into some other videos, is that this all becomes recorded and a part of the work file, and it creates a solid baseline for our process, repeatability, um, and confidence in ourselves and in our product. And if you have trainees or candidates in understanding what process they went through to get to their conclusion, at all, you can drill down on the file very quickly, see what data they used, what data they excluded. um, um, and I think from there that gives confidence to ourselves and our clients, and it gives us the ability to sort of scale our business as well, to upscale our business, to provide additional services to clients that we wouldn't normally be reaching out to. You gain more confidence, and I know it's doing that for me. It's giving me the ability to do more comprehensive analysis on appraisals and understand and realize with some confidence that I haven't left stones unturned. Some of those stones that are sometimes more complex and more, take more work. And the idea is this sort of gives you those tools to do that analysis without all the extra work. So anyway, so I hope you find it interesting, and I would hope you would at least reach out. And ask any questions you have, or maybe you have ideas, or you'd like to understand how we might be able to work together, or issues that you're concerned about. So yeah, anyways, all the best, and look forward to hearing from you. So thanks for your time, thanks for listening in, and looking forward to what comes out of all this.